what you said yesterday.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Here we are. Here
Turkey week.
we are.
Yeah.
All right. We're live.
Yeah, let's do this.
Arizona is cooked.
Yeah.
Arizona is cooked. We got Mark Kelly, Mr. Sedition himself, and Ruben Gallego as our senators in the United States. And they are doing some incredible stuff, incredible work, not representing their constituents, but rather doing heavily partisan stuff and in legendary fashion. So this episode, we are going to break some of that down. We happen to live in Arizona. And so these two clowns are representing us, and it's an absolute embarrassment.
Yeah.
Where were they when we needed them the last 4 years? And now their TDS is like full force. We're going to show it. But if you haven't been sort of aware or paying attention in the news, Mark Kelly has made news as part of the seditious six senators essentially in Washington that have come out and basically suggested that our military not follow unlawful orders. Now, I don't think it will technically meet the definition of sedition because they didn't specifically call out any order that they shouldn't follow. Yes. But their intent is pretty clear that the orders they're getting from Trump are illegal. However, they can't point to one that they think is illegal.
Or you mean they haven't specifically said one. They just like don't follow unlawful orders.
Yeah. Orange Man bad. Don't listen to Orange Man.
Which Gallego and Kelly both were in the military.
Right.
I didn't look at these other people's backgrounds, but
yes, they were both in the military, and so that's what makes it even worse.
Right. They already know what's legal and illegal.
Also, like just undermining our military and putting questions in their minds about following orders.
Or
that is literally like
underline the president. That's
yes,
what I've noticed.
Well, they're undermining the president, but they're also like the military branches that they served. They're putting questions in the minds of their military to basically undermine the authority of our executive in chief.
Right.
And they themselves know how important following orders are. It's not the soldiers' place to understand if orders are necessarily legal. Like that's what courts and Congress and like lawmakers will figure out. So this is incredibly dangerous, in my opinion. And yes, like there's calls for treason. Now, I don't think that they'll officially meet that definition, but it's like the intent is there, intent, but the action isn't. So I think that's the issue, at least as far as I've researched it. But how about this? Why don't we get into, we'll show, as I think it's important that people see the actual video that the Seditious Six posted. And we can talk about that for a minute. And then we can also show Ruben Gallego's post where he uses incredible, like foul language. This is a person representing my state. My kids see our senators talking like this.
Right.
So we're going to show both of these. Stay tuned. Let's get into it. First thing I'll pull up is Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Slotkin?
Watch it.
Sorry.
Watch it. We don't need any defamation suits here.
Oh, look at her.
Yeah.
She is sitting up straight.
Yeah. So let's just let's go through this so that people can see the actual post that was done. This is like reposted, but it's essentially this is it. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris DeLuzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow. I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
And the intelligence community.
who take risks each day.
To keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals.
against American citizens. Like us.
How so?
You all swore an oath.
What's the, like, any examples?
Yeah. How are they? Yeah.
it's projection and hyperbole. But
protect and defend
let's
this
listen to the rest.
Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
But from right here at home. Our law.
From who?
Oh,
What?
look at his face. Whiner. What a loser.
Go away, Mark Kelly.
Laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
you must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to
Are?
carry out
Which are, come on, Mark, be a big boy. Tell us which orders are illegal.
orders that violate
Can't.
the law.
Or our Constitution.
I mean,
We
I
know
wouldn't
this is
even
hard,
listen to
and that
that
it's a
woman.
difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
It's a difficult time to be a public servant, says Mark Kelly. Meanwhile, we have more people enlisting to be public servants than ever.
The
You
Army.
D-bag.
Our Navy,
The Air Force.
Your vigilance is critical.
and know that we have your back.
Because now, more than ever,
The American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws.
our Constitution,
and who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
Yeah, we won't. We're going to continue to fight against fascism that you all represent.
Honestly, none of them even look strong. Like,
Oh,
what
so
bad
frustrating.
representatives for the military?
Yeah, it's so frustrating to watch stuff like this because they say this in hyperbole, but don't provide a single.
Yeah, this
Example.
isn't your type of thing. You need examples.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Well, okay, so no Ruben Gallego in that one, huh?
No, he's
He's too busy using the F-bomb.
Yeah, we'll show that one too.
Mhm.
But so let's break this down. So these six go through and say you don't have to follow illegal orders, and this regime is a danger. It's danger from within the country. Apparently, like you could also argue that the danger is our senators speaking against, our executive branch.
Yeah.
In terms of what they're doing and suggesting that it's illegal when they have no reference to anything that's illegal.
Honestly, they remind me of adolescence.
Yeah.
This entitlement vibe that they know everything. I don't really trust
Yeah.
a lot of the government, no offense.
Yeah. In fact,
Um,
somebody in the comments referenced if there was anything illegal, we took away people's jobs in the military over the jab.
COVID.
Remember, like that kind of stuff. Where were they then?
Yeah.
Where Mark Kelly? Where were you when we had an invasion at our southern border? We live here in Arizona. You represent us. And guess what? We've had an invasion at our southern border. It has been very obvious in our communities. And we all see it.
Yeah.
And you did nothing. You did nothing. In fact, you support and endorse these policies of open borders. So, like, what gives?
Mark Kelly.
Like, that's, if anything, that is like borderline. That is illegal. Like, you are endorsing people breaking 8/13/25 and coming into the country as criminals and then staying here. These guys, they want amnesty too. They're insane.
Were they all in the Senate seats when Biden was in office?
Mark Kelly was. Ruben Gallego was
But how about
a
those
congressman. He was a U.S. congressman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm just wondering, you could do a post
But now
where
he's
you
a senator.
you talk about, oh, look here's what you did illegally.
Yeah.
And spout specifics
Well,
on the border and the jab.
Yes. Like technically passive inaction, meaning not protecting our border and
Mhm.
enforcing and endorsing policies that don't protect our border is not seen as criminal. But if you deport somebody who came in and then you miss like one step, right? Like one step in the process, like they'll be all over you. And so, so they were non-existent, these two, for the last 4 years. And then now that Trump and Holman and the ICE communities are carrying out their duty
Mhm.
to keep our sovereignty and keep criminals out of our country and deport people who are here illegally, which is like constitutional. They were nowhere to be found when all this was happening coming in, but now they're super outspoken.
Well, and to reiterate on Homan, they're looking for the worst criminals
Mhm.
right now. People think they're
Yes.
just rounding up illegals.
Of course, but if there is an opportunity where, okay, we know that there's a group of illegal or undocumented people
Mhm.
here, then we're going to address it, take
Yeah.
care of it. And like we've talked about this before, but the most responsible thing to do is actually to accelerate and get people deported as quickly as possible before they assimilate and get attached and ingrained and all of that, have property and jobs and that's and families and expand and all. Like, it's better to do it now. It's going to be harder the more assimilated they get. Right. So I think like acting quickly and taking every opportunity where we know there are illegals, congregating or in a place, like that's where you'd go.
Well, a lot of illegals are getting SNAP benefits too. Did you hear that?
Yes, they get them, well, either directly or indirectly.
Or some have applied for both and getting both. Hence why everybody has to reapply for SNAP.
Yes.
Which I love.
They outlined a bunch of fraud. Well, between that and then, so this is like pretty, obviously I'm fired up. I'm frustrated because these people are representing us in our state. Yeah. And obviously we're going to be loud about this in our state. We'll do our social media stuff, but we're going to be, protesting against them getting reelected for sure.
Well, they sure had time to make the reel.
Yeah. They have time to make these videos, and it's just like Orange Man bad. My TDS is flaring up. I need to say something. I can't have Orange Man be successful. So let's speak out about it. But let's see here. I want to get, there is.
You're going to show the Reuben one? That's the one that got me irritated.
Yeah. Well, here's another one just to finish up on Mr. Sedition, Mark Kelly. The department. I want to show this clip, which I think goes through like pretty responsibly what is happening with him. Can I show that quick? Let's do this.
Show that.
All right.
More proof.
And then we'll get into Reuben.
Okay.
All right. Wait, no, I don't want that. I want this. Here we go. That's the scene. Okay, let's do it.
Department of War has announced a formal review into U.S. Senator Mark Kelly, a retired naval captain, after he appeared in a video telling service members, you can refuse illegal orders.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
The question is, who determines whether or not orders are illegal? Because Kelly is a retired military officer, the Pentagon says he remains subject to the Uniform Code of Military Justice, or UCMJ, and could be recalled to active duty and even face a court-martial.
I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Pete Hegseth stated that Kelly's use of his rank and service affiliation in the video gave an appearance of authority and that the department will act appropriately. Notably, other lawmakers in the video do not face the same scrutiny because they are either CIA officers or former military who are not retired and thus outside of UCMJ jurisdiction. Kelly is the only one who remains subject to it. The controversy escalated when Donald Trump labeled the video seditious behavior punishable by death, calling for lawmakers to be arrested. Kelly responded by saying the investigation is an attempt to intimidate him and other lawmakers from doing their jobs.
He's not doing his job right now.
What job is he doing? Like making false claims against our military? As a military veteran, I appreciate his service, but look, you can't do that, Mark. That's insane. It is borderline seditious. He probably will not meet the technical definition of it. It doesn't mean it's not wrong, and it doesn't mean that there won't be other actions. Like Hegseth could call him back, and they could court-martial him. So, they should take full action against these people because they go out and they say things that are completely false. They have no backing. And if you don't do something about it, they'll just continue this behavior.
Right. They never get punished. I agree. They should go after him. I'm wondering if Mark Kelly say he were one of these younger military people right now, and a senator said that to him. You don't have to do that. Like, what's his mindset? If someone said that, what would he be thinking? Yeah. That's what I'm
think
wondering.
about the confusion that this puts into our war fighters' heads. Like, this is not healthy. No. Right?
Well,
if you want to fight against Trump, do it in Washington. Okay, do it in Washington. Don't do that. Like, this is not productive.
Juvenile. This is what it is. Dragging these people, these innocent people who are just doing their job, signing up to do their job, and then he's trying to bring them into this whole spiral of craziness.
Right. Meanwhile, he said nothing when we had an invasion at our border.
Yeah.
And we are a border state. He said nothing. And he votes against our own best interests over and over again. Unbelievable. Okay, let's get into Ruben Gallego. Let's see. Pull this.
This is fucking.
Oh, well, there's one of the words he used.
Yeah.
Great way to represent a state by dropping the F-bomb.
Yeah. Let me so people can see it here. Okay. Reuben.
Ooh, there's the word.
Goes full Reuben. By the way, this is not the first time this guy has used language like this and gone after political opponents and stuff. He's objectively not a good guy. So let's watch more.
This is fucking insane. We should all just point out how fucking insane this is. Hey, this is Ruben Gallego. I'm traveling through Arizona right now, and I just received the news that the Department of Defense is starting an investigation against my seatmate, Mark Kelly. This is fucking insane. We should all just point out how fucking insane this is.
Why is
and, you know, these guys are trying to say that they're not acting like fascists. They're not trying to give as much power to this president as a king, that they should stop acting like it. Mark Kelly's a patriot. There's no reason why they're going after him. He was doing his duty and just reminding people about their rights as service members. And, you know, Secretary Hegseth, all these guys, fuck you guys. You're not going to be able to scare us. We have a right to defend the Constitution of the United States. We have a right to tell other service members that they have a right to ignore illegal orders, and you're not going to be able to intimidate us.
So, wow.
Said the F word 5 times.
Yeah.
I counted.
So, what language?
Mhm.
Reuben, my kids know who you are. You are our state representative or state senator for Arizona,
He needs to go
representing
back
us
from the
in
military.
Washington. You speak like this?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, man?
Mm-hmm. I know. That's what
Like,
set me
what
off.
kind of person represents their state and talks like this?
Right.
And then everything he says is literally false. These people are undermining our democracy. They are the fascists,
Mm-hmm.
right? If anybody's a fascist, Reuben, go look in the mirror, okay? You're the fascist. You're the one trying to undermine our presidency over your own biased opinions towards Orange Man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't point to anything that's illegal. And then you call us off like, oh, he's just telling soldiers what their rights are. They know. They know they don't have to follow illegal orders. You guys are insinuating that something illegal is happening because Orange Man says it.
Mm-hmm.
It's unacceptable.
Yeah.
And then, you know, going around and like calling people F-bomb. Give me a break, dude. I'm losing it today with these people.
You are. I didn't know this would get you this heated.
Yeah. It's frustrating because we elect these people and they don't represent us. Meanwhile, Ruben Gallego has not done a thing for us at the border. We had an invasion at our border. He knows it. He represents Arizona as a congressman and now as a senator, and he's seen this and he hasn't done anything about it.
Mm-mm.
Like the invasion at the border, if you want to talk about what's illegal, it's not carrying out your duties at the border. Where were you and Mr. Sedition when our border patrol was not carrying out their duties because the Biden administration asked them not to? Like, where were you speaking out against, like, hey, your job is to uphold the Constitution, our sovereignty, our border security. And guess what? Like, you should do that. Where were they?
They're getting paid under.
They
Paid under
want
the
this.
rug.
They want this because,
Well, they're just using people's emotions. Look, they got you fired up,
yes,
but
yes.
they love these
We
people
need-
love dropping the word fascist.
They can't.
All of those.
Ruben can't even
things.
define fascist.
Well, he's fatist.
Yes.
He needs to go back to the military.
Yes. I mean, I just feel like we can do better. So obviously, like we're gonna be working hard in Arizona to make sure these kind of people do not get reelected, and we're gonna be putting up good candidates to push them out.
I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did
This, and I think we just have to keep hitting on this because when Arizonans see the way that he talks, number one,
Right.
the fact that he has no backing to any of his claims, he calls people fascists but can't define it, can't like point to a thing or an issue or a policy that is fascist, and then says that his buddy isn't undermining like the confidence of our soldiers and the orders that they're getting, but can't point to a specific thing that or order that they're getting that's illegal. That is incredibly irresponsible.
Mm-hmm. Well, it might come back and bite him.
It should. It should. And we should, Arizonans should be using this over and over and making this guy look like a fool because he is one.
Him and Mark Kelly.
And Mark Kelly. Mr. Sedition and Ruben Gallego. There you have it. So I would love to see what people, we got, some chatters basically agreeing with us. I appreciate you. So I would appreciate also like people in the comments, drop your thoughts on what are we missing here?
Yeah. Tell us if we're right or if we're fascists.
Meanwhile, I love that shirt.
Yeah, I got a new merch, people.
Got some new merch.
The dinosaur, a lot of people wonder, why GSD, the dinosaurs got done.
They did.
Especially the T-Rex. He dominated. So it's like that's why dinos.
Yes. All right. Any final thoughts on this, dear?
It'll come around to me, but I'm not as ranted as like you went.
Thanks for listening. I know I did rant.
You did go. Usually I do that, but you went full blown on
full
that
nuclear.
today.
Am I wrong? Like, is there anything I'm overboard on?
No, they just don't point to specific. It's literally like they're doing a commercial campaign.
Yeah.
It's like, don't you have other things to do that are productive?
Yeah. Well, look, Arizona is cooked for now, but these people are not going to get elected again. They cannot.
Right.
We have to speak up and raise our voice as Arizonans and make sure that these guys are not back in office next time around.
Right. Right.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, people.
Oh, okay. Let's get back to the Dan. Oh, God.